Kidsplanet.Adventures. Today we will be making this cute and gorgeous looking bracelet. This bracelet is not only very easy to make, but a perfect gift for your best friend, sister, or even your mom. If you're ready, let's get started. Things you will need to make this beautiful friendship bracelet is colored embroidery thread. You can choose your favorite 4 colors, a button, a cardboard paper, ruler, scissors, and a pencil. To start, I'm going to get my cardboard paper and trace a circular object, just like this, with my pencil and carefully cut it out. And I'm going to get my ruler next and mark 8 even lines on the edges of the circle cardboard. After marking them, I will make small slits with my scissors at the places where I marked. As you can see, I did not cut through the whole thing. I just made small slits at the places where I marked. I will make a hole right in the middle of the circle, and please make sure you get help from an adult at this point. Now, putting aside my circle, which I'm going to be using just in a moment, I'm going to be taking my embroidery thread and measure about 60 centimeters and cut out. I'm going to do the same for each of the colors. Now, as you guys can see, after I cut them all, I put them all together side by side, and I'm going to fold them in half, and I'm going to tie a knot right at the top, just where I fold it. Pull it through. Here I have a hole where I'm going to be attaching my button after we finish. Next, I'm going to be taking only one of the strings. So I currently have 8 strings, and I'm going to be taking only one of them. Maybe you can choose the shortest one or the color which you were not sure about putting in the first place. And I'm going to cut it off right at the beginning of it and just trash this piece because we will not be needing it. We only need 7 strings. Now, I'm going to take my circle and pull the string through the hole we made right in the middle of the circle cardboard, just like this. But I'm not going to pull through the whole thing, I'm just going to leave the tip right at the back, just like this. Next step will be to take the strings and put them through the slits we made at the corners. So because we made 8 slits on the cardboard paper and initially had 8 strings but cut off one slit will be empty, and that's what we actually want. Alright, now to actually start making the bracelet, you're going to be holding your cardboard paper just like this, with the empty slit facing downwards, and you're going to count 3 strings up from the right side. So that'll be 1, 2, 3. You're going to take that string, move it to the empty string that was facing towards you and down, and then you're going to turn it. You're going to turn so that the empty slit is facing down. Again, you're going to count 1, 2, 3. Take that, pull it through. As you get used to it, you might not need to turn it every time the slit is empty. You would kind of feel comfortable with it, and you will just have to count it in your head. So this is the empty slit, that'll be 1, 2, 3. This is my next thread, I'm going to pull it through. Here's my empty thread, 1, 2, 3. Take this, put it there. Now you're going to continue this step until you have the desired length. You will see your bracelet forming right at the back side. You will see this hoop moving downwards with your bracelet forming. By doing that step over and over again, you will start to form your bracelet at the bottom of the cardboard paper. Just keep doing this until you have the desired height. I'm going to do 3 more. I've actually come to the realization that 60 centimeters is quite short. If you have a small wrist, it could be a good sizing, but if you're like me and not have a small wrist, then probably you would need around 120 centimeter or even more than that. But because I don't have enough thread right now, I'm going to finish it off here and probably give it to someone who has much smaller wrist than I do. So in order to finish off this bracelet, once you have your desired length, you're going to take off these threads from the slits. Now, there's 2 ways you could finish off this bracelet. You could either tie it off, cut around to like an inch, cut around an inch, and tie it through this hole, and it'll be a bracelet that you would never take off. But if you're like me and want to wear it some days and take it off according to my outfit, maybe I'm going to be using button. So in order to attach the button, I'm going to tie off right at the place where my bracelet ends. Just like that. I'm going to tie it off, and I'm going to be attaching my button to my bracelet. And to do that, I'm going to be getting one of the threads, preferably the same color as your button, and I'm just going to cut that edge off because it's not even. I'm going to pull it through the holes that the buttons have, like that. Pull it through, and I'm going to tie a knot. But before that, I'm going to pull this thread through the second hole that the button has. There you go. Going to pull it through again, tighten it up a little bit, and now I'm going to take that same thread and tie a knot. Going to tie one, going to tie the second knot, and that's it for this thread. Now, to make it even tighter and more to secure it more, I'm going to take another thread and tie the same way. Two is enough. Now, as we do not like this, I'm going to cut off the excess. And voila, you have your bracelet. Now, if you ever end up making this bracelet and you want to take a picture of it and send it to us, please do so. You can take a picture of your bracelet on you or on your sister or on your best friend, and you can send a picture through DM on our Instagram account, Kidsplanet.Adventure.